He's gonna step on whoever. Oh, yeah. It's time to get alive, 'cause I'm gonna make it change. Kicking ass, taking names, cleaning house on the baby.
What's up, everybody? This is Sean.
This is Alan.
And this is Inside the Square, the Wrestling Podcast, coming at you almost every Saturday from sunny St. Mary's, California, Maryland. What's good, Big Daddy?
The feud of Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul.
Where do you see that going?
I see Logan Paul winning it.
Alan, if I didn't know better, I think you were on drugs. I do not see him winning it. Roman Reigns going to beat the brakes off of that dude.
Nah, it's going to be some interference by Jake Paul, Solo Sikoa, Sami Zayn, and the Usos.
Roman Reigns outweighs that dude by almost 60 pounds.
Like, Logan Paul's 220.
Oh, I'm sorry, 45 pounds.
Yeah.
Because Roman Reigns is 265, probably 270.
Yeah.
And he's a solid 265. Probably the most solid 265 we will ever see in this lifetime.
I just don't like his title reign because it's so boring.
What's boring about it?
Drew McIntyre should have won the match.
I'm not disputing that with you, but his title reign has not been boring.
It is boring.
He's wrestled everybody they put in front of him. Brock Lesnar. He's wrestled Braun Strowman. He's wrestled The Fiend. He's wrestled everybody.
Instead of Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes, he hadn't been back that long. And once he got back, he was hurt.
Yeah, by Seth Rollins.
Now, what do you see with the match with Logan Paul and Roman? You think it's going to be a lot of interference?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot of interference, too. I think it's going to be some people show
Or
up.
The Fiend attacking Roman Reigns after his match.
I think it's setting up for something like that. That's actually pretty spot on what I think, too.
Yeah.
But I've also been reading stuff about how they want to take that belt off of Roman Reigns.
But it's going to not be until next year.
I think they're going to have to ride him out until they get to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
I really do. Because I think a lot of people want to see he and The Rock wrestle. You know, The Rock going to be coming off of like one of the biggest movies of his career, probably, with Black Adam. And you know, let's not beat around the bush. The Rock is still a major draw in professional wrestling.
He is. Triple H is going to bring him back.
Yeah, and I'm here for it.
Like when Cody Rhodes gets back, he's going to win both those titles.
I doubt it. I can see him winning one, maybe the WWE one, but not both of them.
Not the Universal Championship?
Absolutely not.
What about Drew McIntyre?
One day, I don't. Like I said, man, I think they've attached their horse to that car or that cart to that horse, and they gotta let that horse pull them.
Yeah.
They gotta let the horse pull them. Right now, people paying to go see him. They're buying his merchandise. He's the biggest star the company has had since probably John Cena.
Wait a minute. Spoiler plan: Biggie and Randy Orton, they're going to be coming back next year.
I don't know, man. I seen Big E's thing. You know, he's up and about, walking. Thank God, he's not. He's not paralyzed or something like that. But I don't know if he's going to ever wrestle again full time.
He's going to.
I don't know, man.
What about Randy Orton?
Orton will probably be back, but, you know, Randy Orton's been wrestling 20-some years,
like, maybe attacking Riddle or something, setting a feud for WrestleMania next year?
We don't know, man. Like I said, I think Orton might be on one of his last runs with the company.
Maybe he can go against Roman Reigns after his last match.
That'd be interesting to see, because they have interesting matches.
Yeah.
You know, it's really different styles of wrestling. Orton is really hard-hitting, but he jump off of stuff too, and he's really, you know, he's a super athlete.
He is.
He looks good in the ring, really good mic skills, and he does a lot of amazing in-ring stuff.
Just one more title run, please.
I think he got it in him, man.
Maybe going against Roman.
Maybe not necessarily Roman Reigns. I think it might be somebody like Edge or something. Like if Edge ever wins the belt back or wins one of the belts back, I think Orton would probably be the person to take it off of him.
Or Cody Rhodes.
I wouldn't mind seeing those two wrestle again. You know, they got they second and third generation wrestlers.
Legacy.
Yeah, they legacy. Yeah, they were in the group Legacy
with Ted DiBiase Jr.
Yeah. So I think it'd be interesting to see them all come back. that'd be a little nostalgic.
Like
I
going
don't know.
against the bloodline.
That's interesting. That's a good take. That's a good take. Well, in other news, Braun Strowman has returned to WWE.
Finally.
What do you think about that?
It's going to be amazing. He's going to dethrone Roman Reigns. I see it coming.
You just what are you drunk? You drunk?
No.
Man, I don't see Strowman winning a belt right now.
The WWE Championship.
I can see one of them. Yes, I can see one of them. But I don't know if they're going to put the belt on him right now. I mean, he just got back.
What about the U.S. Championship? Bobby Lashley.
He and Bobby Lashley have had some amazing matches.
Yeah.
For two big dudes, they put on some crazy-ass matches.
Really good ones.
You remember that one they were wrestling and it was fall count anywhere?
Yeah.
And we kept thinking that Strowman would just go manhandle Bobby Lashley. And
But
Bobby
no.
Lashley superplexed his ass into a concession stand.
Yeah.
And just was molly-whopping his ass.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my God. Bobby Lashley's like a really good wrestler.
He might win the Universal Championship in the future.
He's never won that belt.
Against Roman.
He's never won the Universal Heavyweight Championship.
Maybe next year in WrestleMania season he might.
I'm glad Vince trusted him to give him that push to win it twice, which I think, it was long overdue for him.
Was it in 2020?
Yeah. He's such a special athlete.
Does
man.
Triple H like Bobby Lashley?
I don't know. I mean, I've never seen them wrestle each other, but Lashley's been with the company for a long time.
Really long time.
He's bounced around between companies, but he's been with WWE the majority of his time in combat sports.
Yeah.
Because he was also an MMA fighter.
In real life.
Yeah, in real life, he was 5-1.
Yeah.
5-1 or 6-1. He had a really good record.
Really good record.
And for those who don't know, Bobby Lashley is also a very accomplished all Army wrestling. He's a collegiate wrestler. He's a special dude.
He has it.
He has it. He is a special dude.
Like, I think he's going to drop that title and make a beeline for Roman Reigns.
But he works so much better as a face. He doesn't work well as a heel. I take that back. He works really well as a heel as long as he got a mouthpiece talking for him.
Yeah.
But if he's a face, all he got to do is smile and beat the hell out of people. And people
like
love that.
Theory.
Man, I'd be feeling bad for Theory, man.
You feel bad for him?
Man, he beat the brakes off Theory sometimes.
Like, Theory deserves better.
I mean, he was Vince's boy, and Vince is no longer in charge. So
Does
guess what?
Triple H still like him?
Don't know. I mean, I don't want to speculate on who likes who and stuff like that. But, politics play a big role in your job.
It does.
It really does. So
and that gets you into trouble.
That gets you into trouble, or it either can get you into trouble or it can get you ahead.
Yeah.
And right now, they put the Money in the Bank contract on him, and Triple H has no plans for him to cash it in.
Nope. Just give it to someone else.
Give it to
like
someone
Seth
else.
Rollins or Kevin Owens or
Cody
Rhodes.
And then speaking of titles, what in the hell is going on over at AEW? I mean, they're gonna have a new champion here in a month or so. Another champion.
It might be Bryan Danielson.
I think it should be the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, too.
Or Jon Moxley again.
I don't think they're gonna put it on Mox again. Mox has won it twice now.
3 times.
3 times. I'm sorry.
3 times.
Alan got a memory of a steel trap. So if he say 3 times, I'm riding with what Alan say.
You could have seen Chris Jericho win it.
If they were smart, they'd put it on either Bryan Danielson and then have him
Or
feud.
MJF.
No. They'd have to. I could see them putting on Bryan Danielson and then having him feud with Kenny Omega.
Or Hangman Page.
I would put the belt on Kenny Omega.
How did you like Hangman Page as the champion?
Actually, he was a really good champion.
He should have had it longer.
I don't think they were all in with him. I could be wrong. I don't know Tony Khan from A Man on the Moon.
Yeah.
But it just don't seem like they were all in on him. All in as him being a champion. Because they were putting him in a lot of tag team bullshit matches.
With Kenny Omega?
Well, with everybody. And I'm like, dude, this is your heavyweight champ. He shouldn't be in any damn tag team matches.
No.
He should be the main event, bottom of the card.
Let's talk about Death Triangle.
What about him?
They're amazing.
What do you like about him?
Pac, He used to be called Neville or
Oh
Adrian
yeah.
Neville.
I know what you're talking about. I mean, I know that I'm familiar with the group. It's just that, I don't know, man.
Like, he's the Atlantic champion. He's double champion.
Yeah, the AEW has come out with some weird regional belts.
Like the TBS championship, Jade Cargill.
Yeah, those are. I don't know, man.
Jade Cargill is a really good wrestler, but she's dangerous in the ring in real life.
I won't say dangerous in the ring. You could tell that she's not.
She's built to be the champion.
She looks like the champion, but she don't have the.
Charisma.
No, she has a lot of charisma. I like her.
Yeah, she does.
But she's not polished in the ring like some of the other wrestlers are.
But she has a huge pop.
Oh, yeah. People love her. But if you see the difference between her and Athena, the way they wrestle,
yeah,
or her and Dr. Britt Baker when they wrestle,
yeah,
you could tell Athena and Dr. Britt Baker had a lot more ring experience than she does.
They did. Yeah.
They do.
They do.
Look at somebody
really
like Thunder Rosa and her in the ring.
Yeah.
They look like
when's Thunder Rosa coming back?
I heard she's not.
Like letting Tony Storm keep it for a while?
I heard she's not coming back.
Dang.
I heard she's not coming back. That's what I've been reading. Correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, shoot me a text or leave us a message. But I've heard that she is not coming back. I heard CM Punk is not coming back.
He might go back to WWE.
I doubt it.
Like going against Roman Reigns or something.
No, the reason I doubt it because CM Punk, not sound ageist because I'm probably about the same age as CM Punk, but he's too old, he's too injury prone, and he's burned a lot of bridges at WWE.
Yeah.
He's not like the Bryan Danielson. Bryan Danielson didn't burn any bridges.
No, he didn't.
He didn't resign. He left. CM Punk.
You remember his pipe bombs or something in real life?
Yeah. But this dude, CM Punk, will go in there and just sit down and say crazy stuff to the dude who owned the company. Say crazy stuff to the dudes, to Stephanie McMahon. Say crazy stuff. Reckless stuff to Triple H.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, don't you... and when he did that, and he's done it throughout the years.
Yeah.
He didn't just do it one time. He's been doing this for years.
Like, why'd they make him WWE champion?
He's popular. He was popular. Just like, why they make him AEW champion? He's super popular, and he has a really big fan base. But you cannot go in there and burn down...
He can't.
You can't go in and burn down the house and then ask where the smoke coming from. You can't do that. But he does it, and now
he just can't keep his mouth shut.
He can't shut the hell up. And then he go in there and say crazy stuff,
about Hangman Page, Kenny Omega,
after
Young
that
Bucks.
fight backstage,
yeah,
AEW, and then he says crazy stuff about Tony Khan,
and they got unsuspended for some reason.
Well, everybody who tried to break up the fight backstage were unsuspended, but the people who instigated the fight still suspended,
like the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
Yeah, but
dang it!
But that's the thing, though. You got to suspend them, okay? But the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega are your executive vice presidents too.
But MJF saw the fight, like, he didn't get involved.
Well, he had no reason to get involved. It didn't involve him. Totally different storyline. And MJF has bigger plans. He has bigger goals than just being AEW champion. He wants to be like a icon dude. He
does.
He really does.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him. He has to look. He
almost has it.
He has it. It's just that can he translate that to something else? Because he's not like Cody Rhodes.
Like, he wants the AEW championship really bad.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Will he ever win it? Probably.
He will in the future.
Yeah. But right now, I think the best bet for that belt
is just Bryan Danielson.
It's Bryan Danielson or Kenny Omega.
Yeah.
I would be remiss if I didn't say that Kenny Omega's back. Whether he's 100% or not, I don't know. But 70 to 80% Kenny Omega would put more asses in the seats than anybody else they got in the roster.
He was a really good heel.
Except for Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
Moxley was just... People love to watch that dude. And he's an anti-hero. He's not quite a heel. He just do his own thing. But they like to see Moxley. Moxley go in there and...
Like, he's with the Blackpool.
Yeah. Moxley go wrestle in front of 10,000 people or 100 people. And he'll just show up at a wrestling event and just wrestle.
What about Cesaro versus Chris Jericho?
That's interesting. And that's for the Ring of Honor Heavyweight Championship.
You know who's going to win that? Chris Jericho.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see Y2J winning that. Well, he don't like to be called Y2J, but
The Lionheart.
I could see the Lion Tamer winning that.
Yeah.
That dude, he's
Very popular.
Jericho's won the heavyweight championship at every level
Yeah.
at every company he's been in.
Even New Japan Pro.
Mm-hmm. So if he wins the Ring of Honor one, he'd be in like rarefied air.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's ever won the Impact Championship.
No, he hasn't.
But, he's not RVD or nothing. RVD's won heavyweight championship everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
Different companies I ain't even heard of. But I could see Jericho winning it. Should he take it off of Claudio? I don't know.
I think he should, because Claudio had it for a few months now.
Yeah, but you want to keep your champ. Your champ is your continuity. That's who people come see.
Like David Garcia is champion.
What, X Division?
No, for Ring of Honor.
Oh, you're right. I don't know, man. I don't know if ROH. I don't know if Ring of Honor
David Garcia is a very talented wrestler.
I can't see them moving Chris Jericho out of AEW to Ring of Honor. I mean, it's all the same company.
Yeah.
Because Tony Khan is, he owns every damn thing.
Everything.
But I don't see them taking them off of, Rampage and everything else.
His contract expires next year.
They need to keep Chris Jericho, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's long in the tooth. He's a little older, not as good as he used to be, but he's still really good.
He had a really good match with Eddie Kingston.
Man, did you see all those bruises on that dude?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Just for the fans.
Man, Eddie Kingston goes out and puts it on.
They need to push him.
I've said that last year, and I got a little blowback from people saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, man, if you see Eddie King, like when Kingston was feuding with Moxley a while ago,
it made sense.
It made a lot of sense, and it was really well done. It was like the story was really good. Yeah. The wrestling was crazy,
really crazy,
crazy, super violent, bloody. But it was worthy of watching.
It was
worthy of watching, and I agree with you, Alan. I think that if they were smart, they'd
give him the AEW championship.
I don't know about that one, but they'd give him a belt because he's really fun to watch.
He is,
and he has a really big fan base. Really big fan base. And like I said, we said some things about Jade Cargill. Let me clarify that. I really like Jade Cargill. I think she might be the future of wrestling.
How long did she have that belt for?
She's had that belt for a long time.
Really long
200 some days, I think.
Almost a year.
I don't know about that. Yeah, almost. She's had it a long time.
Yeah.
I think people like her, Bianca Belair, they're like the future, man. They're the future of the women's division throughout wrestling.
Who's going to beat Jade Cargill?
I don't know, man. I thought Athena would have beat her.
But no.
But she didn't. Athena's been champ almost everywhere she's been at, too.
Yeah.
And she's trained Ronda Rousey.
That's a long time.
No. Think about that. She trained Ronda Rousey.
Wow.
Ronda Rousey came out and said, hey, I credit my in-ring performance to Athena.
Yeah.
And that's why I realized, I'm like, people, I never slept on her, even when she was an NXT champ. I told you.
She lost to Shayna Baszler for some reason.
She was on the come up.
Yeah.
But Athena she's a better in-ring performer than Shayna Baszler.
Yeah.
She's probably a better in-ring performer than anybody got in NXT.
Not better in NXT.
Yo, who's better than her in NXT?
Mandy Rose.
Get the hell out of here with that.
Come on, Mandy Rose has been NXT Women's Champion for a long time.
Get the hell out of here with that.
For a long time.
Get the hell out of here, Alan. Get out.
I like Mandy Rose. She deserves being champion.
Man, she's boring as all outside.
Opinion.
She's boring.
It's my opinion.
She's boring. I think they need to put that women's championship in NXT on someone like Nikita Lyons.
Or Zoe Stark.
Because those two...
Or Kaylee Ray.
They have a lot... The women's division in NXT is stacked.
Really stacked.
Let's be honest. They stacked. We done came from AEW women's division, talk about Jade Cargill, to all the way back to NXT. But I'm telling you, that women's division is stacked.
Really stacked.
and they have so many better wrestlers. Why put it on Mandy Rose, who is not a great in-ring performer?
She's full time.
I can't argue with you, Alan, because you won't give up your position.
But what about the tag team championships? Pretty deadly.
Pretty boring. I think that was a mistake, taking it off the Creed brothers. The Creed brothers are probably the best, besides the Briscoes. I think the Creed brothers are the best tag team in wrestling.
But pretty deadly. They bring it on in the ring.
Man, they're all right. They're not, I don't know, man. They're boring. I don't like their gimmick.
They're really good performers.
They are, but I'm not a fan of them. I like the Creed brothers. Creed brothers, hard-hitting, remind you a lot of the Steiner brothers.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff those guys do is borderline freaking incredible.
How are you liking Braun Breaker's title reign so far?
They need someone like him to carry he's a standard bearer for that.
I think
group.
Carmelo Hayes is going to win that belt.
I
see it coming.
I think Carmelo Hayes is going to go to the main roster.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
And Dragunov might be coming back.
Might be coming back. I saw the thing with him, Tyler Bate, and Braun Breaker in doing a promo or something together.
And Jordan Devlin.
Jordan Devlin's boring.
Yeah.
He's boring. The Irish Ace. Man, get the hell out of here with that.
But he's a performer.
I don't like him. He's boring to me.
I like him.
He's a tiny, boring little wrestler.
How long Braun Breaker's been
Sorry.
NXT champion?
He's been champ twice. This is I think he's had this belt
170 days or 150.
He's had it for a while now.
Yeah.
But he's a good champ, man.
He defended it every week.
Yeah, he's a fighting champ, and sometimes that's what you need.
And Halloween Havoc is coming up.
And we're gonna
really
watch it.
soon.
We're gonna watch it. We got a plan, baby boy.
Yeah.
Well, that wraps us up for this week. Until next time, I'll see you down the road.
Bye.
Bye-bye.